show from Timberland.
Aquabao Perfect Training Institute near Ahane Yamantiti Papa Power Dipemo. So per fashion school are a demo aqua. Done when it's a Perfect Training Institute. You were 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, equally 1.5 year courses. You will have free Monday, equally Friday. You will an upper area, any numeric classes. Ejuma Yefue, you will weekend school, Emamo. And to train then, she shall yet you acquaint our mouse 7, you been Jesus and Mary School. And so one coin so you will Pokwasi Festus. Frey, I was 0246 756 718. And 020-438-0470. Perfect Training Institute, Center for Professional Career in Fashion. Perfect Training Institute, we are one big family.
Let's talk entertainment. My name is Sarah, and that was Bazooka. I hope I got the name right. Destiny Changer, powerful symbolism in there by Minister Yvonne. I've got her in the studio. Hello, you're welcome.
Hello, thank you very much. What an opportunity. I'm so humbled to be here. God bless you for the opportunity.
Good to have you. Good to have you.
Thank you.
I know you've had a very stressful day. I'll try my best not to stress you more.
Oh, that's fine. That's right on.
Okay. So I understand you are into the ministry, but before that you have a ministry aside, right? Yacht Ministries.
Yeah.
What do you do?
So it's a foundation affiliated with children with disabilities. So just April this year we did a huge donation to the Eye of the Lord Orphanage in Ghana. And every year we're picking upon ourselves to investigate, trusted homes that really needs help, and we coordinate with our UK support team, whoever that they can be a blessing to. So that's what we're doing at the moment. But the main focus is disability.
Okay.
Yeah.
To help, children with disability.
that are in orphanage homes, NGOs and stuff like that. Yeah.
And it's just been a year you started this, right?
Yeah, just been a year we've started this, and it's been amazing. Our first donation, we had huge sponsorship from a community in United Kingdom, Asheville community. The entire community supported this cause. We also had a group by name Precious Jewels who sponsored a lot of stuff to these homes and most of the basic needs of the kids, which is what I'm looking at for. Because back where I'm coming from, if a child is going through certain difficulties, can get access to some equipment, basic equipment that you do not have access to over here. And these are the things that prevent these kids from having education in the normal setup. But then when they get this equipment, then they can go to normal institutions like you and I got the opportunity to be part of. So that is where my main focus is at the moment. And thankfully, we have these institutions that are willing to support this course. And by the grace of God, we're taking it a day at a time.
So is it going to be an annual program?
It's an annual program, yes. Okay. Annual program, yeah.
So we're done with this year?
Yeah, we're done with this year. In April, we did this year. It was huge. We got a lot of support from the media in Ghana and, of course, publications in the UK. So that was huge for me. We're still looking down to homes that we can visit next year. I said on the radio station yesterday that if there's any home that is legitimately right within themselves, first of all, your conscience must matter. They should contact us, DM me, myself, and we'll start looking into them. If we feel connected to be of support, we will do it. Yeah.
I know you are an indigene of the land, and I understand you've been away for a while. But why Ghana? Why are you back home?
Why not Ghana? Ghana's always home.
Why are you back home?
Regardless, Ghana will always be home. This is my motherland. Where else will I call home but Ghana? Not even United Kingdom. Trust me, Ghana is home for me. The only place I feel free. I feel free to go everywhere I want to go. Yeah. Yeah. So this is home for me.
I see. Congrats and welcome once again.
Thank you.
But what sparked the idea of the project?
So my second child has a disability. He's a special child. And the equipment that I've received in my home that were not paid for led me to do this.
Wow.
Because I asked myself, some of this equipment cost £5,000, and how many homes can afford these kind of equipment? But then we have an institution in the Kingdom supporting this for children with special needs. But then looking back here, I don't see that. In fact, his diagnosis I had never heard of until we had to go through that. So that's what led me to take on this course. But prior to this, sorry, my late mom, may her soul rest in peace, when she was alive, we were doing this, but then not to the level we're doing at this time. So I'm so humbled that even though there is a challenge that you may seem to be, it's a blessing in disguise, because I'm using that to be a blessing onto other children who are disadvantaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so let's talk about music. Let me say you're doing well with music.
Thank you.
I got carried away a bit listening to your project. For some time, I didn't really know if I was listening to you or listening to a different person. I must say you are dynamic when it comes to the songs. From The Conqueror, you sound different. What we played, you sound different, and then your new song, you sound different.
Yeah.
Why that difference?
So I believe every musician must have the versatility and style of delivery, and so I shouldn't be that predictive. If I release the next project, you shouldn't tell me, oh, that's another one coming. Yeah, you see that. No, you should have the expectation of looking for something new, and definitely, you know, when it comes to Yacht Ministries, you're going to get something new, and that is why I love to hear from God, because when you're hearing from Him, what He delivers to you, that's what you put out there, and that's what I've allowed myself to do. So if the theme that I'm getting is a reggae rhythm, that is the structure we're going to go. If we're purely in worship, we're going straightly there, i.e. C Shida, a mixture of the Nigerian language, Eve, Ga, and then all of that. Yeah, this is what God would do. Who else would do this but God? Yeah.
But others are of the view, more especially with those who are more inclined with the music business, they will tell you that in music you need to have a voice, a tone that people will identify to. Do you think that would be a challenge for you?
No, because you can see the tone. If you really listen properly, that tone rhymes within old songs. You may not have frequency of it, but then it rhymes within old songs. When I open my mouth, you know she is the one there. Yeah, we may go high or we may go low, but then it rhymes within old song. I don't know if you've heard Unchangeable God.
Yeah.
But then if you look at when we moved into a different tune with Bazooka, Unchangeable God tone surfaced. So if you follow through, you will know that the mark and my identity. But what I'm trying to say is the style and delivery. I'm not going to be doing reggae and I'm singing like Bazooka. I'm not doing reggae and I'm delivering that like Shida. That does not make, personally, that's what I think, that does not make a good musician. Stylish, flair, a bit of a delivery that is different from every other person. On a stage, when you have over 2,000 people in the room, nobody gets bored, even though you're worshiping Christ. Okay. Yeah.
Wow, so nobody gets bored even though we're worshiping Christ. I like that. And I love the vibe, especially with the reggae. And as a point, you are doing this. I'm like, yo, this is nice.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah. I think where they will, those saying that will appreciate it more is when they've seen me on a stage. That's where they appreciate. When we do the switches, that is where they will appreciate it more. Because when the drums are rolling and we switch, and you follow us through.
I can't wait to see that.
I can't wait.
But I also observed that with your new project, Shida, that's local name, and then you had what was it? Bazooka. Bazooka. Yeah. Why these local cultural names with the titles?
So it's not me. If I had my way, Bazooka would be Tridi and Ponyami. That is what I thought it was until I heard Bazooka. I didn't know what it was until I heard it. And that means Supreme God is a South African language. The Zulians, that is what they call. Yeah, and of course Shida is Thanksgiving. It's a Ghan dialect. Yeah, most of the South African songs that we listen to, we do not even understand them, but yet we flow with it because music is a spirit. And once you allow yourself, you flow with it. And you live on the motherland, and I'm saying Shida and is a problem. I'm sorry. That's not fair to the land. Yeah.
So it was deliberate to get that connection from the land.
We're getting the connection from because Shida song. Then how do I name it? Medase pa baby. No. you cannot do that. And I feel like if you listen properly to Shida, the rhythm speaks for itself. The words, they speak for itself. We're thanking God. We're giving Him praise and honor. I've said this on a different platform. I don't know how the statistics are in this country, but where I'm coming from, over 5 million cases were recorded, 130,000 deaths. If you can't thank God, then I don't know what else you want to do. So this is us saying thank you, God, and reminding ourselves that are we working on our soul? Should the bell, the trumpet be rung today? do you feel like you'll be saved? And that's what the latter part talks about. So we just horning the bell, thanking him. One of the greatest ways to really see it, the glory of God, is to give him praise. Sometimes you just need to be a bit vulnerable with him and give him thanks. Instead of the demands, give me the houses, give me the mansions, I want to get married. Sometimes all these things are secondary. Just praise him, magnify his holiness, and see the things that he does in your life.
One of the things I also saw about you is how you don't take chances in giving praise to God.
Yeah.
Your very first word will have to be the opportunity God gave you.
Yeah.
And then you have to, you glorifying God. You have any special encounter with God on this journey?
Yeah. It's been an encounter back to back. Your faith must be tested for you to come through this way. If you see the speed that he's flying with us, we're coming from a place to a place. One day was unchangeable God. Today we're talking about Shida. A year by now, when I have the opportunity to sit on this couch with you, we may be talking about albums. You never know.
Amen.
So the encounter is enormous. Even being here myself, what we've seen, the places that we've been, it's a special encounter with me. But I'll take you back to 2018. I lost my mother-in-law, and we were preparing to come and bury her. May her soul rest in peace. And we got a call that my dad is also gone. So unfortunately I had my little child, so I couldn't come and even support the burial. But my husband came, and my mom demanded for a change of environment. So we were like, okay, then why don't you join us for a short time? That was a Monday we purchased the ticket. He was supposed to be joining us the next Monday. And I got another phone call that she's gone. At this time, regardless of your faith, you're asking questions. Because that person was that person that could call a friend. That parents that's the person you're going to. Especially when some guy whispers to you, this one said that. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So she was that person to me. So at this point, I am asking questions. I am demanding him to respond. Because my mother-in-law is gone. My dad is gone. And now you call my mom. What next? So seclusion, talking to Christ. Hence the reason why we have Bazooka. It was going to be trading Ponyame until Bazooka came along and we had to add it. So our faith has been tested over the time. Need I go on? I tell you about my child and you start crying. Yeah. But here we find ourselves and we keep moving, soldiers as we are.
Would you say all these, tested your faith and made you strong
to
take on this path?
Of course.
Or you had a special call to take on this mission?
Okay, so that special call in those days where you could hear the voice like Moses, and like all of that, yeah. Now we're talking about conviction.
Okay.
But believe, and what are you hearing? If you allow yourself, all these things, they will come, they'll be part of you. And that is what we're talking about. And these experiences are part of life. They are meant to mold you depending on how you want to receive it. So if you allow yourself, he will speak to you, but how are you allowing yourself? It's not just prophesying or saying it. It's believing and doing his work. That is what sets you apart. Because whoever he is just and holy. How far are you? Are you searching within yourself? Or it's just for the eyeball? It's just for others to have a look? Spending quality time with this man. He is still reflective to us. He is still speaking. But you need to really pay attention to capture that. And that is so important. So we are not just out there trying to blow on horses, being on these platforms here and there. To me, it is important. But then what is most important to me is at the end of the day, a soul is saved out of this ministry. That a soul is saved. That is the hallmark.
Glory to God.
Hallelujah.
So it's been how many years in the music journey so far?
So the journey has been years, because growing up in Kanda, Presby, when I was in the choir, moved to Osuakwaje, also continued some of the basics, and of course currently in the ICGC King's Temple in United Kingdom. It's been years, but officially, as you would term a musician, 2020 31st of March was the first time I ever released. So it's been just a year and over.
Oh, and you've been able to put out all these records within that year.
That is the difference when Christ is involved. He leads the way, he paved the way, and wherever you step foot, you take dominion. That is the difference, the God factor. And that's what we're leading on to. Yeah.
So I pick up from you that most of the songs are revelations given or ideas given by God.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Every single one. I always said I'm still waiting. I have a magnificent team, and I'm no one of these days I'm gonna wake up to lyrics or songs from. But I haven't had that experience, unfortunately. Even though I pray to get that experience as well. What happens to me is I get the rhythm. I'll start singing it. I pick my phone, record it on it. Then I can write it. But as to getting the lyrics and singing it, it's quite hard because the way of my development with my sound engineer, he will ask you, sing it and sing it. Because he knows that is how I flow with him here. So that is how the experiences it's been like. I can be with you having a normal chat. When I am led and anything drops in my spirit, I may excuse myself, go and sing it on my phone, come back, hello, can we continue? Yeah, suddenly. And then in time, I pray over it, listen to it again, now we can write. Yeah, so we don't change the rhythm, we just arrange.
Okay. Alright, so let's have a watch of one of the songs, I think either Unchangeable or Conqueror. Let's have a listen or let's watch that video and then come back to continue the conversation right in the studio. The Most High God, Jah, I am in the mood. So that's Conqueror, right?
That's Conqueror.
Reggae tune.
Yeah.
So after having the inspiration for the song, you felt reggae will be fine for it, right?
Yeah, reggae will be fine for it. Yeah. Conqueror, it means so much to me considering what I do. I don't want to go there anyway, but then please permit me because that's how I can narrate it very well. And so considering what I do, you have to keep fit anyway. So on this Fit Day, I had gone out for a run. We have a running track in Aldershot, the vicinity where I live, and I had met this lady who was really in a sprint mood. And in my brain, I'm a little bit competitive when it comes to sports. So I'm like, let me catch up with this lady. And that was when I started singing the chorus of Conqueror.
Okay.
Yeah, that is when all of that started sinking in. So I just recorded it, went home, then I'm like, no, this is what happened on the run, and this is what I got. Is there anything I can link up that will also mean the job I do, but then project Christ? That was when I was led to Ephesians 6, 10 to 17, talking about being putting on the armor of God, getting ready, fit for readiness, fitting your fit in readiness, and making sure that when the enemy strike, you are ready to counter. So if you apart from the chorus, if you listen particularly to Conqueror, you see a lot of efficiency in there. So that is what I heard, and merging with Ephesians 6.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that you are a PR consultant out there. So how are you trying to match both the music business and then this as well?
Yeah. So I'm not a PR consultant. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm a HR specialist.
HR rather.
Yeah, HR
Okay.
specialist.
Okay.
Yeah, not a PR. And when it's a calling, he'll pave the way, and that's what I know. And what I do has a chaplaincy side. Though people undermine it because they don't. When you hear that name, it kind of a bit scary, and you don't even think somebody's praying in there. But then we are all led by these men, and that's their job. As being a specialist in HR, it's my job. Somebody's role as an officer, it's a padre, as you term a pastor, and even before any deployment, this one comes to lead us to Christ. So if you are out there as a civilian, we're talking about Christ, you better believe it. You better believe it. So when they see the good thing you're doing and they can affiliate, they will support you. If I need time to be in Ghana, here I am. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, if I need to be somewhere, I go speak with them, and the way is paid. Because they understand, they believe in what you're doing. But first of all, it must be in truth and in spirit. It's so important. Because you're talking to people who have been doing this all their lives. Yeah, so they know the good. They can identify all of that. Yeah.
So is it going to be possible for us to realize that you've left one and then focusing on one?
I don't believe us at now. When it's pension, fine, because I feel like I have 2 full-time jobs. If you see the rate at which we are operating, there isn't any that is lacking. In fact, before touching down, I had received a commendation. That means that side is also doing very well. For me to be here means that side is also doing very well. So I do not actually see the problem. I have a great man of God in my life, my husband, Mr. Tawiah, wherever you are, God bless you. I love you very much. Thanks for the opportunity. And he supports me immensely. A great team here. You can see them all over the place. Yeah. And I have another badge. And of course, Ima, who holds the pieces in United Kingdom, doing all the plugins here and there. So the team is quite tight, and that is what God wants, because the foundation must be solid for me to build on. If I don't get that piece right, I ain't going anywhere. But it's because that side is really formidable. That is why we find ourselves today. Yeah, with that side of job, they get it, they understand, and I'm so humbled to be affiliated to the chaplaincy of the British Armed Forces.
So, with any emerging gospel act watching us this evening, would you advise that it's better to have a side job aside the ministry if you want to?
Calling first, but never proceed if you don't have a job. Yes, it's the truth, the hard truth.
Say that again.
Yeah. The calling is there. So preparation takes place. As part of preparation is getting a job. And that is not just being a musician. I don't know how others will take it, but anyone in ministry, get a job. Get a job. It's so important. Just so your frustration does not affect the people God brings in your life.
Preach, somebody. Touching souls. I like
yes,
that.
Yes, I'm sorry, it's a hard truth, but I've got to go there because I get these all the time, and sometimes it feels like we just sat in there, some haircut just blew you off, and here you fly. It doesn't happen like that. The talent is deposited in you. It needs to be harnessed. It needs to be published. It needs to be trained. How is that done? Get a job and finance that. And in time, he connects you to the right people. But before then, how do we get in? Gone were the days when somebody see you with a great talent and the person says, I want to invest in you. I'm still looking at the left or the right, if you're still there. You've got to start helping yourself. Preparation is key, and appreciate the process. And as you wait till you get there, appreciate those who are already there. Honor them when you see them. Pray for them. Because whatever you want to be, or greater than you want to be, you need to pray and tap into that. So be humbling, studying, service. That is what ministry is. That is what ministry is. So first to yourself. And if I owe that to myself, that is me making sure that physically, mentally, I'm in check and I'm in state, and financially as well. How am I doing this? Peace of mind. Get a job. If any mentor does not tell you this, I'm sorry. You may want to look elsewhere.
But we have a different situation right here back home where most of us are dedicated to the calling, and we say that's what God has fashioned for us, and that's what we're doing full time, by hook or crook, come what may. That's what we're doing. You think is what should we do now?
It's an individual basis. So it's not what should we do now. It's what should you do now. If that works for you, and unquote does not corrupt anyone in the church, does not make you use any tactics to derive other things from people, then please go on by all means, if that is what you believe it is. The calling is a calling. When you were called, you got a vision. When I received mine, I got a vision. I know the direction I'm going, and I'm sticking to that. So if you know yours, then stick to that. But I will encourage you to get a job. There's time for everything. There comes a time where the ministry pays the ministry. We are not there yet, so you get a job.
So is your ministry paying?
We're managing. We're managing and we're tiptoeing, but then we've got a job.
I see.
Thank you.
So the job is covering up.
Yeah. When that time comes and God says, my daughter, this is where I want to go with you. These are the people that I want to bring along your way, and this is what is going to be happening. We go. Somebody may have been in ministry for how long and eventually blew off. The person has gained the support and all of that. Well, there's been time of sacrifice that needs to be acknowledged and appreciated. But until then, if you are today listening to me and you feel like this is your calling and you want to do this, please, first of all, I need you to work on yourself, and working on yourself being investment. The word of God, which is the most important. Also finances to push the talent, because you need to train. How are you training? Even if I ask you to go on the internet, you need a bundle. How are you doing that?
That's money.
And suddenly, just so if we represent him as a kingdom citizen, we don't become beggars. Do the right thing. But we are not beggars. We represent him as citizens of the kingdom, and so we get a job to help us.
I'm sure you've studied the terrain of our gospel industry before starting this here, and I know that's more reason why it's not only out there by bringing it back home. You think it's okay?
Yeah, I think it's okay, but am I focusing on Ghana?
Sure.
Yeah, I still feel like we still need a bit of work.
So now comparing.
In comparison, I can release a song in the United Kingdom, and once publishers picks it and all the platforms are at work, I can budget and know maybe I'm going strictly this way on promotion. but then I can bet what at the end of the promotion is going to be like.
Okay.
I don't think the system here is like that.
Open market.
Yeah, it's quite open. It sometimes it is good, depending on what commodity you're putting out there.
Okay.
Yeah, but our side is quite different because ours is the difference is the calling part. We preach in Christ, so it's quite different, and we find ourselves in the day and age where certain people are trying to have a different comforts when it comes to what we are doing. So it's quite different. I pray that the music institutions in this country, like the Musica, they will put great measures in place that all of us can also tap in. There's nothing wrong with me registering as part of Musica in this country, but if I am registering, I also want to know that I'm getting some data. I want to know that at the end of the year, nobody play my song and it's fine, and I'm seeing the records. Do we have that? No. Can you tell the success of someone coming in? So today you have a lot of talents that are not harnessed, they are not out there, because when you think about what you're going to go through to get it out there, it's quite a lot. And another thing I want to touch, which is not the mainstream media, it's colleagues in the industry. Yeah, that's another part of engine that can collaboratively support each other. I.e., if I am a gospel musician and you have a project out, the two of us support it. I have a project, we do vice versa, and these are one of the ways that we can go. But I kind of feel like sometimes, if I'm permitted to say this, it kind of lingering to one-sided, and it's like who is there and who is not there. But when it comes to Christ, it's not about who is there and who is not there. It's about one person, one individual we're talking about, and that's what the hallmark is. Therefore, if you're preaching that and I believe in that, then I support it regardless. I don't even need you to say that to me. But that is where...
Don't you also need to hear from God on that?
You need to hear from God, but then I'm listening to the song and it's communicating. Music is a spirit. If it's good, I will know. The message is right, I will know. Because at the end of the day, He's giving you the discernment to determine what all of this is about. Unless maybe something is coming to you, you know that, no, this must be rejected. Then you put a hot on it. That I support. But then when you believe, can you imagine getting a song like Adom and you are like, I don't want to support. That to me, it's not right. Yeah. So supporting each other is one of the ways.
All right. So we'll be talking about your new project with MOG. I mean, he's the darling boy now. I wonder how he got in. And, but I'm told you have some nominations into the Ghana Music Awards UK,
yes, please,
Goa Awards. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's so humbling to know, considering that it's been just 1 year and over in the industry, and they acknowledging the good work that we're doing, because Ghana Music Award, most of the organizers are in United Kingdom, and so though they see the trends in Ghana, they also see the trends in United Kingdom, so they can tell what is happening. And so UK based gospel artist of the year. Yes, Your Royal Highness is humble to be on it. And of course, UK-based Gospel Song of the Year, we are also on it. And it's my prayer that we put in the work, and that is what God wants us to do, that will come to us. If it does not, whoever wins, God bless you, because it's all about God, it's all about the kingdom work. Yeah.
What about the
Goa Award? It's so humbling to know that women can acknowledge a woman can acknowledge another woman, and that side humbles me. It does humbles me. Yeah. And voting is ongoing. All you need to do is to dial *800*121# and of course 56W. That's all you need to do to vote.
And you already won an award, Women's something. Best International Video.
But that was Bazooka.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats once again.
Thank you.
All right, so let's talk about the freshest baby in town.
Hey,
I haven't seen the video. What's the video?
So it's one of the reasons why I'm here. We're working tirelessly on it. And very soon the videos will hit the screens. Honestly, I cannot wait. What delayed it was the fact that we found ourselves on different continents, but we could bridge the gap hence. But another side that is delaying it is what I want to be a factor. Whenever I do a local dialect, I want a rich culture symbolisms in it, and putting all of that together logistically, you and I cannot testify that is quite a lot to manage. But then we're putting it together, and very soon it's going to hit your screen. If Bazooka was anything to look out for, please look forward to Shida. You'll be amazed.
So Shida is the title, right?
Shida is the title.
Okay, so let's have a look at the lyrics video, and then we come up to the studio and then we wrap it up all.
so. Nini kama fikeche ohi. Dromo papo ke hami. Ohami mi sheda. Minyungo Ayo shida Oh say yeah. Mala ke aboda. Oh say yeah. Mala ke aboda. Bifibe mone mimbe. Nyina shawo so. I said that you wanna meant
And it's all thanksgiving to God our Father, the Almighty, and that's that song from Minister Yvonne featuring MOG Music. It's a good one. You should go look for that song. And I understand there is a dance challenge to it, and so tell us about it.
Yes. So the month of August is my birthday, so I
am also an August.
Oh my God! What day is that, if you don't mind?
19.
I am the 9th.
Oh, wow.
No wonder.
Wow.
I get it. Happy birthday in advance.
Oh yes, happy birthday to us in advance.
Yeah, so we want to be a little bit generous.
Okay.
So all we're doing is this Shida dance challenge. All you need to do is to record yourself dancing to Shida.
Okay.
Put it on your social media and tag us. The reason why you're tagging us is just so we can go and check the numbers.
Okay.
Now you determine the pace. If you want to win, you determine. You share the video with the highest views. You win £200 straight up.
Woo.
Yeah. So regardless, should the pound shoot however you want to shoot, you still get £200.
Wow.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Wow.
You determine the pace.
Wow.
So all you need to do, just dance to Shida. We've done this with Bazooka. It was £150, and this is Shida. And if the winner is watching, or you go on my social media platforms, you see whoever won. The money was paid.
Okay.
I am not that person. Trust me. That money must be paid, and it won't be paid. Yeah. So please just dance to Shida. Share. Tag me on all social media platforms just so we can monitor who is getting the highest views for us to give the money to.
So any time frame for the
yeah,
challenge?
so end of August is the cut line, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Wow, so get on social media and then make sure you tag. So put across your social media.
Yeah, so
handle.
on Instagram is Minister Yvonne, on Facebook Yvonne Asamoah-Tawiah, and across board with the exception of Twitter Yvonne Asamoah-T, and that is all you need to know.
Okay.
Or Yacht Ministries, we are there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before you go, I also saw another thing on social media where I don't know whether you were kind of encouraging with the word of God. I liked it. Congrats once again on that. So finally, before you go, any message you want to send across?
Yes. So the message I want to send across is you can't go ahead of God. So you need to appreciate the process.
Yeah.
There is a reason why we move from a point to a point. Now, from one point to a point comes with disappointment. It comes with defeat. It comes with name calling. Sometimes it comes with you compulsory going on a faster strike. It's all part of the process. Appreciate it, because the time is going to come in your life that you not have these experiences that is ongoing in your life. Because when Christ changed the narrative, that past becomes a past and you don't visit it anymore. He lifted the veil off you and you become a new person. Appreciate the process and know that there is no shortcut to success. You cannot do it. Whatever you want, appreciate the process, work towards, back fit with it, and just keep moving. Christ is with you. God bless you.
God bless you too. It's an honor having you in the studio.
Thank you. I'm humbled. I can't wait to be back here.
Anytime.
It feels like home.
This
already.
home. So I've been interacting with Minister Yvonne. So glad and so grateful for the time this evening.
Okay.
So this is where we'll be drawing down the curtains for the show. I wish I won't go, Charlie, but time. Same time next week, 7:30 p.m. And the repeat will be on Sunday, 4 p.m. Make sure you tune in and watch as well on Umi Television. My name is Seroy, and have a good evening. Bye-bye.